Yeah, so some might say that it wasn't a successful week, if you will. It was a little bit of a down week. But, VOMP looks at success with warm responses, auditions, jobs, and we're still getting quite a few warm responses. And so we had 42 warm responses this week.
Wow.
4 auditions, and 2 jobs that didn't include you or
Oh, okay. So
Dad, which we include you part of VOMP, but we like, since your podcast covers your numbers, then we're not gonna necessarily include them in the stats.
Okay.
We've got one that it's kind of hanging out there that we know of, a job, and then we're waiting on those auditions. And just as a side note, I mean, we do follow up once a week as a check-in with people, and people are really good, at getting back to us on what their jobs are. But you never know. There's sometimes where jobs slip through, or busy schedules and all that kind of stuff. So not to say that when your numbers are low that we're covering for it at all, but just that's there's a lot of factors that go into it, and we just report what we get back. So we think it's a good week.
How many warm replies were there?
42.
Yeah.
And we had so one thing that I'll mention that happened last night, a guy that we really liked working with, he stepped away for just a while. There's whispers that he's coming back, but he got a warm response with a potential job, I believe, that dated back to April of 2021. That was the first time that the person
over a year ago.
Over a year.
So,
yeah.
So
even though those
warm responses, like we've said so many times, are golden, because you just never know when they might, how they keep track of those, how the video production companies keep track of those. And some of them, when, you got some that get back and say, we're going to keep you in mind. But I think there's quite a few that keep you in mind without them just getting back to you. And so that's why we consider warm replies such a success, and to see 42 come in, that's a good week. So we're encouraged by those numbers, and as the long haul game goes on, we hope to keep on getting more and more auditions and jobs, and we do have those, but warm replies are golden.
So for this gentleman, that was an actual warm reply. What I mean was that a warm reply that then was replied again, or was that one that was sent out, never heard from, and then all of a sudden this was his warm reply? That's what I'm understanding.
That's what
right?
I'm understanding too.
Yeah. So in other words, it sat there for 13 months.
Yep.
And then he finally got back. And I find that all the time that happens. Now, let's be honest, with direct email marketing, a lot of them are deleted or forgotten. But there's a lot out there that are just sitting there, not collecting dust. They're sitting there in a folder, and somebody's actually waiting for a job, or they're saying, hey, I think I want to get back in contact with this person, like this gentleman. And it's a year, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years. I have so many times where people, after the 5th, 10th contact, more, they finally turn around and say, hey, I really like your voice, as if they've just heard from me for the first time. But I've contacted them many times. So there's direct email marketing is great, because it's a little bit like opening a present. You send it out there and it's a surprise. Sometimes every once in a while you'll get something back that you're going like, I don't even remember them.
Yeah.
Let alone them remembering me. So
yeah, well, and just going back just a little bit in what you just said, we the production companies that we email are they're not all just huge companies. So some of these smaller companies might only have a few jobs a year, and so they are keeping you in mind.
Yep. Yeah.
And so that's why you following up with the warm replies and us, sending out on your behalf is important. And we have a wide range of video production companies. So to your point, I guess it piggybacking a bit. So.
Yeah.
I'll do mine.
Okay.
So on Fiverr, I got $48 this week. Didn't have anything on Upwork because I'm all done with the PowerPoints. I had 2 jobs, one for $30, one for $175, so $205. 2 warm responses, no new clients, no auditions this week, and I did 5 hours of editing for you. So that is a grand total of $353.
353.
So not
And
bad.
Don't you have somebody that, not to go into details, but you got somebody that maybe is on the line, or at least you're
Yeah, I got shortlisted
Yeah.
for an audition, so we'll hear back more next
Yeah.
week. So why don't you do yours quick?
Okay, so I had 3 warm replies, 2 auditions, and I will have a new client next week. We've been in negotiations for a documentary. It's a British company about tycoons, and there's going to be 3 sessions, and they're like going to be long. It's going to be something new for me, like 3 to 4 hour sessions.
Wow.
And they're $1,500 each session. So I'll tell you more about that next week. So my platforms, $2,296.60. Direct email marketing clients, $5,691.50. I didn't hear back from my client, so I will be over the $8,000 mark for this week. But right now, my total $7,988.10. $7,988.10 for my week.
Nice. All right. So those are our numbers for this week.